One way is called spiral or spider, and it has a giant swirl. So wherever you pinch is going to have like a white spot in the middle. So you're just going to grab and pinch and twirl, and you can just kind of flatten it down as you go. And then once you get your spiral pattern, you're going to take your rubber bands and wrap them. Your rubber bands are going to be the white spot of your design, and you do want it to be pretty tight. Just depending on how big your shirt is, you might only be able to get it around once, and that's fine. You could put a few rubber bands on there if you want. And then you just keep crossing around until you have your spiral design. This one is lizard. This is what lizard looks like, with the kind of stripes going down, and how you get that is just folding it like a fan, just back and forth. You can decide what to do with the sleeves, if you're going to tuck those in and fold them, or if you're just going to keep them as part of the fan fold. And then you'll just put your rubber bands along this way. If you want to make kind of a giant circle in yours, you could pick it up at one spot, depending on how big you want your circle to be. And you're going to put your base rubber band down, and then you're going to take other rubber bands and just keep going up to the tip and back down. So you can do that kind of in a crisscross way and layer those. And then you would just apply your, well, depending on how you want your shirt, but you would, if you just want one spiral of the color or one giant color, then you would color that with the dye. Or if you had enough room, if you did smaller, you could do smaller circles. When you're done, grab a nice stack of newspaper, depending on how large of an area you need, and some gloves, and you're going to apply the dye from the tipped bottles straight to your design. You do want to think about color theory a little bit, because maroon and yellow, if they are next to each other, they're going to blend and make brown. So you can think about that if you want that or not. And then you're going to apply enough to the front that it soaks through, and not so much that it's saturating all the way through. After you do one side, you're going to flip it and do the other side. And then when you're done applying your dye, you're going to put it in a bag. And if this is really messy, you can just take it straight to recycle, and then you'll tie up your bag, and we're just going to save these and let it cure overnight. At this point, if you can wipe down your table so that the next person that comes in can fold theirs on that, that would be great.